wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G. People wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G's only. Too many phony, masculine homies. Females acting like they are holy. Ends up being lonely. No time for games, weightlifting games, betting some flames. Too many names, breaking their chains. Me busy switching lanes. Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G.
I'm coming for you, Matt. Get your guns out. Saggy Titch Matt Bar. Me and the Comics Gate Commanders are coming for you. That's all I got.
That's good, dude. That was great.
Here we go, guys. I guess I am more important than I thought. Isn't that weird? I'm a Trump supporter. Yeah. So that I just, so you guys know what's going on. I'm not a criminal.
Legend, absolute legend. Don't you think?
You know.
And I want to say to Johnny Scab, this is for you. I didn't do a whole shot, I just put a little bit in there. Johnny, thank you for all the work you do in CG. I saw too, yeah. Thank you guys. I want to thank Johnny Scab for all the work he does in CG, standing up to the bullies, being the bully's bully, let's just say, and scaring the shit out of Matt Barr. And I hope you succeed in your mission, Johnny Scab, and hail to you.
Yeah, like Johnny Scab is so cool.
He might have assaulted Dan Frega over a taco. But I understand.
A taco?
But I understand. I understand Rob's point. I don't know if Rob knew that he was making a point, but I see his point. Okay, here's the story. And look, I might exaggerate something. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've been told and what I've heard, and it's probably been recycled. I don't fucking know. But Rob, Dan, and several other people made a trip to like El Taco or something like that for a lunch break.
There you are.
And this is when Rob was more volatile and young, dumb, full of cum. Yeah. They go to and order all these different tacos. Like Rob gets this taco, Dan gets this taco, the other guys get their own tacos, right? So Rob, they got a big old bag of tacos, and Rob has to run in for something. So Rob runs out into I don't know, the taco place, I guess. During that time, Dan Pansy Frega decides to reach randomly into a bag that has been filled with everybody's own tacos. He grabs one out at random. Now, you would think that any logical wise man using their brain would look at it and say, let me make sure this is my taco. You say, that's not my, hey, who ordered this? Here's a taco.
Right.
No, Dan grabbed a random taco out of the bag and bit it. And as he bit it, without checking it or testing it or opening it up or inspecting anything, not having any consideration for anybody else in that vehicle, he realized when he bit into that taco was Rob Liefeld's. You don't eat Rob Liefeld's fucking taco. And look, he might have got assaulted from that. He might have got berated in front of his peers for that. And I say, look, man, Rob at that time was 20, maybe 23, 24, 25 years old, making a lot of money. And maybe even at the point, this might even been closer to 95, 96, where everything's starting to wind down. He's looking at this office space. He's looking at people that are fucking off while he's trying to keep the work going for all these guys. And then he finds out his buddy Dan is out here just grabbing a random fucking taco, not inspecting it, not caring about whose taco he's biting into first. And as someone, like I was in the army, went into the army, and I understood that attention to detail matters. And why it matters? Why does it matter if you fuck up your bed? Because if you're fucking up your bed, or if you're fucking up any other of these minor things that mean absolutely nothing, if you're fucking those up, then you're probably fucking something else up that might be more important. So you're hitting it into their head. Attention to detail. And there was zero attention to detail when Dan Fraga just randomly bit into a taco, which could have been anybody in that vehicles. He didn't care. He didn't care because it's Dan Fraga's world and everybody else is just living in it.
I was sat outside on my doorstep in Brixton, and some people thought I was homeless.
Here's Johnny.
Hello, you beautiful lot. How you doing tonight?
Johnny Scab, he speaks the truth. Voice for the kids, no excuse. Scab leads and strong and loud. We're the misfits, we're the crowd. On the screen he shows the way. Screw the rules, we won't obey. World's gone mad, but we stand tall. Scab Cast fans will never fall. Rise up, Scab Nation. Johnny's voice of our frustration. Fuck wokeness, it's a fight. In the chaos, we're the light. We're the light. On the screen, he shows the way. Through the rules, we won't obey. World's gone mad, but we stand tall. Scab Cast fans will never fall. Rise up, Scab Nation. Johnny's voice of our frustration. Fuck wokeness, it's a fight. In the chaos, we're the light. Throw aside your fear and doubt. Let your inner fire shout. March together with belief. Johnny's words bring our relief. Rise up, Scab Nation. Johnny's voice of our frustration. Fuck wokeness, it's a fight. In the chaos, we're the light. We won't break. In Johnny's name we reawake. Scab Cast warriors unite. In this journey we ignite. We ignite. We're the light. We won't break. We won't break. We won't break. In Johnny's name we reawake. Scab Cast warriors unite. In this journey we ignite. Ignite. We're the light. 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 We won't bow. We won't break. In Johnny's name, we reawake. Scab Cast warriors unite. In this journey, we ignite. Won't bow. We won't bow. We won't bow. We won't break. We won't bow. We won't break. In Johnny's name, we reawake. Scab Cast warriors unite. And inside we ignite. And at night, we won't break.
How you doing, you beautiful lot? Thank you for tuning in tonight for the Scab Cast pre-show for Comicsgate Commanders. Comicsgate Commanders is on later on with Jimmy Reyes. Got Jimmy Reyes on. Everyone knows Jimmy, don't they? Comicsgate King. Hello, Adam. How you doing, mate? Adam Webber says, "Hell, Johnny." We got Abu Khan, Travis Patrick, some of my newer legionnaires. Wolf and Bear, Hansel Hauser, Jim Tells Ya. A few great people in the chat tonight. I've pinned the link to the top of the chat as well. Because I've got a Hansel Hauser says, "Johnny, how you doing, Hansel? Guten Tag." Yeah, I've got a new. Hello, Katie. Katie did. Oh, Hill for Scabs. Patrick, Katie did. How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, well, we got Geronimo. How you doing, Geronimo? How? Oh, yo. Right, yeah. Later on the Comicsgate Commanders, they've got Jimmy Reyes on. So you want to watch that later? That's in about 3 or 4 hours time. But until then, you got your Uncle Johnny to keep you entertained whilst it's evening or night time, depending where you are. For me, it's night time now. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 at night. So it's probably like, I'm guessing for you lot, it's like late afternoon. You'll just finish work, ain't you? Or you've been doing your housework or whatever you may do on your journeys. Or you've been doing whatever your hobbies are. Johnny today, I've been doing a lot of art today. Real art, like painting. Yeah, I've got a new segment as well for Scab Cast. If someone comes on later, hopefully they'll play it with me. It's called 21 Questions from Johnny. He's even got his own little intro video and everything. I'm planning on making it a regular thing. The questions are based on a questionnaire from one of the world's leading neurobiologists, Dr. Goodnip. You can look him up. He knows everything about the human mind, and he's designed these questions to work out what kind of human you are. And by the end of it, if you partake in it, I can suss your mind out, and I can tell you exactly what sort of human you are. Dr. Goodnip's the man. He knows everything. Neurobiologist, see, he knows about the brain. But yeah, that's what all my segment's based on. And he's got hundreds of these questions that can be said in different combinations to work out certain things. And I'm going to take 21 of them each time and ask someone 21 questions. And by the end of it, I'll tell you what sort of person you are. It's psychology. Yeah, they've got Jimmy Reyes on Comicsgate Commandos later. I said that before, didn't I? But it's just good. I want to keep it. If I look over that way at any point, it's okay. I'm not ignoring you. To my left, I've got an even bigger screen, like a big TV with this same screen on, so I can see things a bit better. It's bigger over there. You might see it in my glasses, in the reflection of my sunglasses. So yeah, I'm not ignoring you, beautiful lot. I missed you. I like coming on stream because I misses you all, everyone watching, even the ones that don't chat. I know you're there. You're there in the spirit, watching Uncle Scab, and it's appreciated. And I love all my members as well. I'm even starting to work on some extra stuff. Like I've got a program that I did a few years ago that I released in my members only section, called All the Johns, and it's where I do like a little short documentary about the life of a famous John. And I was going to continue it soon. I've only ever done 3 episodes, and that was John Mellor, Joe Strummer, John McAleese, an SAS soldier, and John Travolta. And that's in my members only section. But I might continue that series for my members because it seems to be quite popular. A lot of people used to like that. Hello, Grim Jim. How you doing, my old mate? That's why they call him Two Screens, Johnny. Johnny Two Screens. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a nicer setup. It's still the same old computer made of twigs, but it's just the TV stuck to it. Just makes it a bit easier sometimes. I can see all the writing a bit better. Because my laptop's really annoying. I can't get it to go bright either. I've got it as bright as it'll go. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, folks, to Scab Cast. We got 12 in here at the minute. The chosen few. It's the Legionnaires. Welcome to Scab Cast tonight. I've got I was doing some art today. I was using acrylic paint, like pens and paint and a bit of mix of everything. And I've done one piece on a canvas. I haven't finished it yet. It's not totally complete. Need some little touch-ups. But I've done one little piece. You might like it. It's a very interesting piece. And I'm displaying these. I'm making a little series of art. And some of them I'm going to be displaying and some I'm going to be selling. And that's all out the mind of Johnny. It took me ages to do that, layering it, different types of colours and all sorts. Crack Monkey, yeah, he's like the Dream Monkey. I call him the Dream Monkey. He's sort of an ongoing theme throughout some of my artwork. Dream Monkey is coming for you. Do, 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 do. Dream Monkey knows what to do. Do, 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 do. Dream Monkey is the one you want. Do, 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 do. I don't know what to rhyme. Travis Perrick is kindly put up. Give me a super chat there. Thank you. 333. Holy numbers, that is. That's very special numbers, 333. You need a bag of crisps to go with the two screens. A bag of crisps, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a bag of crisps, actually. Thank you, though. Thank you, Travis. I was saying your name wrong all along when I was calling you Travis Patrick. It's Travis Parrick. I do apologise. That's because of my screen on my laptop, you see. It's a bit dull. It looked like a T. Travis Parrick. Grim Jim says, is there a story behind that? The Celtic Shield. It's a drum. And there is a bit of a story behind it, actually. If you've ever heard of the band The Pogues, it was actually stolen from one of their dressing rooms. I don't know if you would have heard, well, you would have heard of them. They're quite a big band. But yeah, it's actually a bodrum. It's a Celtic bodrum. And it was not stolen, borrowed but not returned from a gig that they did. I used to be a big fan of them when I was younger. I went to a few of their gigs. Terrible they were. Good musicians, but Shane McGowan was always off his head. Like, they carried him the whole way. You may as well. It was like Weekend at Bernie's. They just carried him out. He mumbled a bit, and then they wheeled him off again. But the band was brilliant musicians. The Pogues, yeah, they were all right. No worries, I've got a bunch of coins. Oh, what for you? A bunch of coins in a Patrick jar. Oh, people call it, yeah, I get ya. Yeah, no, yeah, well, thank ya. Yeah, there's a story behind most of my possessions. I don't really like, I'm not one of those people that likes to collect a lot of things unless it's interesting or odd. I don't really have lots of possessions. I'm a bit like spiritual, I guess, when it comes to like that. Like a Dalai Lama. I've always been into the philosophy of like the martial artist and living basic. I'd love to live in the woods in a little hut if I could. But you can't really do that much in England because they'll think you're a weird hobo. It's too close to civilization. Jim tells you, says there's a hurricane coming. There's a hurricane coming. Oh no. That better not be in England. We had a hurricane before, only a mini one, mind you. If anyone wants to come on, I've put the link in the chat. I've got a brilliant segment to start playing, and I need someone to help me play it. So any volunteers are welcome. Yeah, tornado, hurricanes. Yeah, fucking hell. Where's that to then, Jim? Where's the hurricane? That's a good thing. Can't take it with you. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not saying I'm like a monk, mind you. I've got quite a lot of stuff, but not like stupid stuff like I don't need. Not over the top stuff. Just like things I like that I could pass on and keep in my crypt when I'm dead, or my artifacts. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be doing a lot more art now, physical art, and I've got a sales channel that I'm gonna be putting it on. It's a YouTube channel called Johnny Scab Official Artworks, and that's for people that actually want to purchase it properly because it's rare stuff. I'll do a painting, I'll only ever do one of them, and it'll be totally random depending how I'm feeling in that mood, as you can see. With Space Monkey, it's like, wow, I don't know what I was thinking there. It was like, it just come to me. But they're all total one-offs. And I even try and keep it to the sides as well. If I'm going onto like a canvas, I'll bring it round the side so it looks proper. And that's just an example of some weird psychedelic stuff. See you later on, Travis. Travis says he's got to go back to work. He'll watch later, thank you. Space Monkey, yeah. Brilliant, isn't he? It took me ages. It took me like two days actually to finish it completely. I layered lots of different paints onto it. There's even like metallic paints. You can't see it very well. But yeah, it's alright. It's one of my favourites so far. Space Monkey. I was doing one of like a weird temple as well. It's got like, I won't show it yet because it's not complete. But it's got like a sort of a Mayan temple sort of thing. And then behind it is like a big sun face, like a sun god. And there's going to be that, and you can see the land below it in different levels, like the forest and the fields. And yeah, getting right into it. I'm going to be making some clay ornaments as well. Johnny's got the creative bug, and I want to do new things. That reminds me, Grim Jim said some famous graffiti artist in the 80s called Keith Haring. Well, thank you. I guess that's a compliment. It's very, very out there, my art. It's very psychedelic and odd. And I'm not a classically trained artist either. I guess you'd call me an outsider artist. That's what Mrs. Scab would say. An outsider artist. I learn a lot about art from her. You should do more. Thank you, Green Jim. I will. I'm going to be doing a lot. It relaxes me and it's interesting. I like to do different styles and forms, and it's a good hobby to have. I got a video for you as well. It's about old-fashioned gangsters in the Victorian times, all the street gangs of London. Because I was walking around Brixton today, and I noticed there's a few little gangs hanging around. It made me think of all the old school gangs, the proper ones. Abu Khan, you could fashion a golem. You could fashion a golem. I could, couldn't I? That's not a bad idea. Like a little clay man, and I could get a voodoo priest to try and put life into him. I could send him to Halt Mat Bar, couldn't I? Or something like that. Put him to good use. Send him to a few different people. The clay golem. That's not a bad idea, Abu. When I rule the world, I'll have you on my think tank. Clay golem. Yeah, like Dungeons and Dragon golems. I know a few people who practice voodoo as well. They'll give it a go for a few quid. I'd need something to put in it though. Yeah. You could be the clay titty slapper. Clay titty slapper. Or you could go and deflate Matt Barr's inflatable wife. Just stick a little pin in her. What's that? I met Frank Fraser. You met Mad Frankie Fraser? Fair play. Nice one. I've only ever met a few villains, like in real life. Met Dave Courtney a few times. Believe it or not, he actually came to a few punk gigs in London when Rancid were playing over here. I met Vinnie Jones once. I know he's only a fake villain, but he's alright, isn't he? He was good footballer back in his day. What's the other one? He was in Lockstock once. I saw him shopping once. Not in Camden, it was. The one that was in Lockstock. I forgot his real name now. Governor. The Baptist. Yeah, I got this little video anyway. And it's old-fashioned gangsters, and he's talking to you like you're the gangster. So you got to listen a little bit as well. It's like a story you're in.
Your name is Liam, and you were born on June 21st, 1844, in Ireland, during the darkest years of the potato famine. Your parents, Mary and Patrick, named you with a glimmer of hope for a better future. The year is now 1847. known as the Black 47, when the famine ravages the land, leaving countless lives shattered. Your family endures the harsh realities, witnessing neighbors succumbing to hunger and disease, and the once vibrant fields barren, the crops devastated by blight. The suffering is unimaginable, as people starve and struggle just to survive. Driven by the desperate desire for a better life, your parents make a
Yeah,
courageous...
it was. That's it. That's the name. Lenny McLean. Not Penny McLean, Lenny McLean. But yeah, you're right. Right, they're giving us some sub-story. You're a peasant, basically. You're working some
The air,
factory.
at times so thick with coal dust and industrial smoke and human sweat that everywhere there is a tangible sense of desperation.
Oh, shit.
The walls of your first home, a small room within one such
Hang on a minute,
dilapidated
folks. I
tenement
just
building.
noticed something that I didn't
Whitechapel.
realise. We've got someone waiting. Hello, Pat. How you doing?
What's up, Johnny? How you doing? Hello, chat. How's everybody tonight? Tonight?
I'm very good. I'm glad you came in, Pat.
Dude, I'm glad to be here. And you don't sound delayed at all or anything. I think we're, knock on wood, we're sounding good here.
It's going well. You could maybe you could help me play my new segment, my new game on Scab Cast.
Let's do it. What's your new
Right.
segment? What's it called?
It's called 21 Questions from Johnny. It's based on a questionnaire by Dr. Goodnip. He's a neurobiologist, and apparently by answering these very random questions, there's 100 of them altogether, but I've picked 21. It can tell you what kind of human you are.
Oh, I'm excited to see what that is. Hansel Hauser with the trees in the chat again. Thank you, Hansel.
And you're definitely willing to partake. I warn you, some of the questions could be quite hard to answer.
Let's give it a go.
There, ladies and gentlemen, the first ever episode.
That intro was amazing.
Thank you. It was all right. Question number 1. You see, you got to answer these truthfully, mine, Pat.
Yep.
You see a little old blind man and Morgan Freeman about to get mowed down by a bus at the same time. You can only save one of them. Which one do you choose?
The little blind man.
You choose the little blind man. I'll make note. That's very kind of you. What about Morgan?
I mean, he's had a good life. Yeah, he's had a lot of money his whole life.
Yeah, I guess the little old blind man's had it worse, hasn't he?
Yeah.
All right. Number 2. If you had a choice to be a billionaire or have the power to turn invisible and fly, which would you choose?
Oh, turn invisible and fly. Easy.
Interesting.
Nothing to it.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have to turn invisible when I fly, or can I do both separately? I guess it doesn't really matter.
Separately.
Okay.
Or at the same time. It's up to you.
Makes notes.
Right. Number 3. If you had to make love to an animal, what animal would you choose?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Can I say a liberal? No, that's not going to count. This is a terrible question. I don't want to answer this question. I'm going to go with a dolphin.
It's only a dolphin. That's a good one. Interesting. Right. That was number 3.
The chat is amazing.
Number 4. Number 4. You're allowed to get a free hit put out on any celebrity with total protection from the law. Who do you choose?
Can I really answer this question? Oh my god. Who do I've got so many options in front of me.
This is all metaphorically speaking.
It's all what now?
It's obviously not real. It's metaphorically.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna say, oh fuck, I'm done now. Hillary Clinton, god damn it. It was nice knowing you folks.
That's not a bad choice. It could have been worse. You could have said worse, Pat.
I would have said the Queen, but she's already dead.
If you had to eat your own microwaved vomit or your own oven baked turd, which would you choose?
The turd.
Brilliant.
Oh my god.
All right. Number 6. If you could create a cure for an uncurable disease or have a lifetime supply of your favorite food for free, what would you choose?
Oh, cure the disease. Easy.
Well done, Pat. Number 7. Cats or dogs?
Dogs, I guess. I don't really care either way.
Dog man.
I'm a bird man personally.
Number 8. What do you think would win out of a shark high on cocaine or an anaconda high on crack?
Oh, the shark.
And what are your reasons?
Well, okay, first, what's the location of this fight?
In the water.
Okay, the shark, I would say, is going to win. Because the shark's better at swimming in water, especially large bodies of water. I mean, the anaconda's not bad, but like he's really long too. If he's an anaconda worth his salt, you know what I'm saying? So he's going to be a bigger target for that shark, and that shark's hopped up. He's ready to go. Just one bite and a slurp, and it's curtains. And that's instinct.
Number 9. Black or white?
Black.
Number 10. If you had to choose to be king of an African country, which country would you choose?
Liberia, because it's got a cool name.
King of Liberia.
Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it?
Number 11. China or Japan?
Japan.
Well done, Pat. If you could swap lives with any human alive, who would you choose?
That's a hard one. Damn. I don't know. I'm gonna say you. Swap lives with you.
Well, that, you could have chose better, but that's all right. All right.
I kind of
Number
like my life.
13. What would be your dream 2-week vacation if money was no object?
St. Petersburg, Russia, during the summer, preferably during like late July, early August.
Interesting. All right. In your personal opinion, which country is the biggest shithole in the world?
It'd have to be, I'm going to say India. Oh, maybe North Korea. That's a hard one. North Korea. Sorry, North Korea. I didn't think about them at first.
All right. I'll allow that. I'll allow the change. If number 15, if you had to be a drug kingpin, what sort of drug would you push?
Black tar Mexican skag. I haven't been thinking about this my whole life.
All right. If you really had to marry a celebrity, who would you marry?
I'd say let's say Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Interesting. All right. The big question: Russia or Ukraine?
Oh, Russia, easy peasy. Rooting for Putin, baby, every day.
Apparently, Putin's Grim Jim's wife.
Oh. Well, then we must be on the same side in this matter, Grim Jim. Hopefully, anyway. Hope you agree with your wife.
All right. What is your favorite childhood memory?
It's going to sound corny, but I'm going to say when my mom took me to the library and made me walk down the comic book aisle and I found the Essential Fantastic Four #1. That memory.
That's a good one. Friend Jim says, that's right. Wait. That's actually a good memory, Pat. There's this one. All right. Question number 20. If you had to date a pretty-faced, morbidly obese woman or a pretty-faced, anorexic bag of bones, which would you choose?
The bag of bones, for sure. I don't want to get lost, when I try to give her a hug. Stuck.
You
know what I'm
might
saying?
break her, though. You might crush her.
Well, it's better than me being crushed, right?
True,
At least you got a pretty
that's
face,
true.
though.
All right. The last question. If you had to choose between having no arms or having no legs, which would you choose and why?
I would say no arms because there's some pretty good prosthetics out there. And also prosthetic arms are like, they're totally hip and cool. You see them all the time. The Winter Soldier, Venom Snake, all these people with metal arms, Cable. So metal arms are cool. Metal legs, like you have to get those little like hook things, which I guess they work, but I prefer to be able to move around, and I like to kick people too.
But you're assuming that you're allowed prosthetic ones.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess
It says you have to live with no arms or no legs.
All right. Well, I'm still choosing legs, or lose the arms, keep the legs.
So you just have your little stumps.
Yeah. Come on, I'll bite your
Chicken
legs
wing.
off. It's merely a flesh wound.
Hello, Dennis. Ahoy.
What's up,
Says,
Dennis?
thank you for playing, Pat. You're actually
No
a
problem.
reasonably normal person. Your answers were pretty good.
Woo! Thank
You're
God,
not,
everybody.
you're not insane or a serial killer or anything like that.
Well, this has been edifying to me. Everybody calls me crazy, and this is proof positive that I'm not. So
This was when you first come in. This was about Victorian gangsters.
Apple is a bustling hive of people filled to the brim with souls bound together by shared hardships and, of course, poverty. The district, the access to a doctor, near impossible, but also underestimated. They were often left alone to peruse goods, the one large freedom afforded them via shopping, the men of the era rarely accompanying them. You also now live in slightly better building and units, and for a time, life is more stable. Many
Some people still had houses
uneducated
like that in the 70s and 80s in England.
children at your now age of 12 are already apprenticing if they are lucky, but most are working in the factories, odd jobs, or crimes. Your mother, perhaps out of guilt, given what happened to your father, tries to keep you close to her side. You work as a decoy and also as a new opportunity to use the skills that she taught you. However, this does not go unnoticed. A group of men, rough around the edges with a certain air of authority, take interest in your abilities. They are the Monkey Parade Gang, a group notorious for their crimes across London and with a growing influence outside of their home territory of this, Whitechapel. They are ruthless and allies to the Elephant Gang. You do your
is this
best to
video
stick to
going
the
to blame
shadows
all the
to
crime on the
ply your
Irish?
skills with strangers docked at Canary Wharf to the east. But despite your best efforts, during one such
Probably.
early evening at work,
Irish and Welsh is usually the problem. Scottish as well.
But not good old regular Englishmen, right?
near those docks,
Well, no, they're civilized.
pickpocketing, dock drunkards who frequented the taverns, you are confronted. Your sense heightens and your fight or flight reflexes firing as the group surrounds you completely. You're approached by a young man with sharp eyes and a sharper tongue, telling you that these streets are theirs and you're either with them or against them. Be a shame if you weren't with us, he says, tapping a hardened oak club in his left hand. He tells you your size makes you an ideal
only a joke,
pickpocket,
by the
and your
way,
street
Pat.
knowledge.
No, I know.
Actually, I don't think that about. I like Irish
Valuable.
people.
The offer brings a bit of relief. It's a dangerous path, but it's a means to survive with the ally of your enemy. You nod, accepting the 20-something-year-old man's outstretched hand, your small fingers disappearing within his. His name is Lefty, and with that simple gesture, you're welcomed into the Monkey Parade. You're not alone anymore. You found a pack, and with the sun rising over the grimy street.
The biggest place for Irish gangs in England was Liverpool. Used to get them come over from Ireland to the docks. There are lots of Irish gangs in Liverpool.
Of Whitechapel, you will bide your time and avenge the treatment of your mother. The group lives in various derelict places. During the early 19th century, a remarkable phenomenon emerged in the real estate market known as flash houses. These houses became notorious for their connection to criminal activities and their use as low-cost housing for impoverished individuals, particularly child gang members. In the absence of better alternatives, many found themselves forced into these dwellings, which became their only refuge.
And you got I forgot to say, you got Jimmy Reyes on your show later, aren't you?
Yes, sir. 7:30, which is at this point about 3 hours from now, a little under 3 hours. Jimmy Reyes, Comics Gate King, artist extraordinary.
Has he got like a campaign, or are you just promoting him for a little bit? Just having
Yes,
a
he
chat?
does. No, he's got so he released Dragon Rage Crown of Fire, but it was black and white because he wanted to finish it. And now he's doing Dragon Rage Crown of Fire Redux, which is chromatically enhanced. So it's we're gonna go over that. It should be getting more. I don't understand what's going on with this campaign over here. We've been having some issues, but we're gonna have him on. We're gonna promote it. We're gonna try to get some sales there. I backed it a couple days ago. I'm pretty excited to get the colored version, the chromatically enhanced version of this story. And then also I've got something to show you guys. It's kind of a surprise, so I'm gonna wait till the show launches. But I scheduled a tweet with something real special that regards Jimmy as well. So we'll look at that too.
Awesome.
Amoral
That's brilliant.
Fat
I
40.
just went and subscribed to Jimmy. I wasn't.
Sorry, Immoral Fat 40 says he never got his black and white copy. Well, dude, come on to the Comics Get Commandos tonight at 7:30. I'll post the link in the chat, and then tell him. I mean, I'm sure it's just a mistake.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure.
can talk to Jimmy directly.
It was good. A lot of boobs. So it's not for kids.
He's got some good. He's got some good trailers on his channel as well.
Oh yeah, he's good at doing those trailers too. I gotta hire him to do one for me. Oh, and thanks, Johnny, for the that picture you made of the tank and Dr. Ben and me. I made that the thumbnail. Thank you for that.
That's all right, mate. I need a better picture of Carbon as well at some point.
Soon enough, he'll get his camera. If you guys haven't liked this video, Scab Cast, can you please go like it? We've got.
I was just scanning a lot of his drawings and stuff like that. Doing live drawings.
Dennis Rodriguez says, "You got it, Patrick." Oh yeah, we covered it a couple weeks ago. I've got it right over here.
He's got trailers for the campaign you're on about as well, but I'll let you play that on Comics Gate Commanders.
Thank you.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, go and subscribe to Jimmy Reyes Art if you haven't done it already. It all helps. Every little view and subscribe and like, it all helps. Oh, sorry, hang on, Pat, I'll zoom in.
You're good. I just put it up. Yeah, this is the black and white one. Here, let me take it out so y'all can see it. And he even came with a little bookmark. But yeah,
That's
brilliant
nice.
art. Let's see if I can open up to a page where it's not.
It's black and white on the inside, but coloured on the outside.
Chromatically enhanced is what the term we prefer to use because colored's a little, it's a little outdated. It's a little racist.
Yeah, all right. Sorry.
I'm just kidding. Johnny Scab, king of the bigots. You son of a bitch.
I am it. I'm pretty much a Nazi.
Goes to the Badlands. It was pretty good. Okay. How's your life been, Johnny? What's new?
It's been good. I've been doing a lot of art lately.
I saw that
like
the
painting,
space monkey you made.
and I'm going to be doing some stuff with clay. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I still got finishing touches on it, but it's getting there.
I watched your claymation, or your where you were making the little clay statue. That was cool.
Clay statue. That's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna make a few little sort of clay people or faces, like heads, like a totem pole. Just trying to find a video.
I'm gonna post Jimmy Reyes's channel.
Yeah, post his link
in the chat here. Bam. Go subscribe to Jimmy Reyes, guys. He does a lot of live videos. One at least once every week. Looks like every 4 or so days he does a video. Very talented man.
Yeah, I was going to say that he's quite active, isn't he? I've looked. His channel's got lots. Lots of stuff.
Oh yeah. And it's cool now because when he streams now, we get to see some of the colors that he's doing for Redux. Thank you, Grim Jim. I appreciate it.
This looks like it might be worth. This might be worth a giggle. It was in my recommended. Cosplay cringe.
Uh-oh.
Ron Coleman.
How much are you charging?
Flour, salt, yeast, sugar. Make a well right in the middle. Then add the warm water. And try not to get in your casing. I tell you, it's a nightmare. And mix them all together like a Saturday night special. Now get your dough together. It's time to knead.
Well, this is weird.
Hurry it up, Sam, starting. The segment's only 10 minutes long.
Nothing at a time. Don't be so needy.
You need to stop. But don't stop kneading, darlings. 10 minutes should be about right.
Random storage pairing activated. Yeah, oh. Oh my. We didn't for makeup either.
I just want the candy. No. Oh. Uh-oh. Whoa! I'm just so sudden
I
realization.
see you, Amoral Fat 40.
It's me, Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah, like right there, a lot of stuff. I'm already like, show you teeth. No, you don't have that much.
That's why I prefer Fund My Comic. Fund My Comic is it shows you exactly what's going on.
Done.
Is this even really cosplay? This is so low effort. Look at these costumes.
Hi there. What's your name? What are you wearing?
I'll go on now.
You use Fun My Comic, Patrick.
Yeah. Whenever a campaign's on Fund My Comic, I prefer to use that over Indiegogo. And then that's the only one when I do Phenomenal Tales #1, I'm going to use Fund My Comic, not Indiegogo.
Is it pretty much the same thing then?
It is, but it's more
Just
oriented
different
towards
platforms.
comics, so it's better. It's like easier to make. First of all, it's like super easy to make the different rewards, and to like when you're buying something from somebody to like add them on. Indiegogo is like, you choose like one reward, and then it's like, how about doing this as an add-on? And like if you want several things, you have to like go through that process it's weird. But with Fund My Comic, you can just click. I want all these things, and then add them to your cart. Johnny, I think I gotta head out though. I gotta work out before I do the commandos. Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, no worries,
as always.
Pat. No worries. Thanks for coming in. And thanks for
No
playing.
doubt.
And I'll catch you
yeah.
later on Comics Code Commanders.
Peace out, Johnny. Peace out, chat. Hopefully we'll see you guys in Comics Code Commandos tonight. Bye.
Always great having Patrick on. He's a brilliant lad. One of my best internet friends. Thanks, Pat. Salutes. More folks. Yeah, thanks for staying tuned, people. We have got a while yet. We're gonna keep you going for a while, so you got stuff to watch. Don't worry. Some of these are brilliant, aren't they? Look at that. That's creepy, isn't it? Oh, you got to give them a bit of for effort. A for effort. That's a low budget. It's all right, isn't it? He could have done a little bit. He could have wore a black jumper or something. But yeah, and Robin looks a little bit camp. It's all right. Oh my god. That, you should just lock that away, shouldn't you? I wouldn't let no kids around that. Fucking hell. SpongeBob nonce pants. Look at him. He can't believe his luck. Look, he's got an half decent looking bird next to him. He's well chuffed. Look at him. Fair play, lad. You live your moment. Yeah. Cardboard Iron Man. There's some proper ones, isn't there? Yeah, it seems to be popular, Cardboard Iron Man. Look at him. Now yeah, I don't know about that. Hello, hello lads, how you doing tonight? Grey Wolf. I like the one on the right. If I was going to do it, I'd be like the one on the right. The guy in the white Aladdin pants. Or the one in the middle, because I could probably black up. Look at that. Spitting image, love. Spitting image. That's some guy messing about, eh? You're not trying. Well, that's actually a good costume. It's only that he's a little bit overweight that makes it fun. Oh, you mean the one on the right? Yeah, that's pretty swag. Especially with a bum bag, or what Americans call it, a fanny pack, innit? In America, we call it a bum bag over here. I guess that means like a hobo bag to you, doesn't it? In America, bum bag. Look at him, Power Ranger. Now that's Spider-Man. No web's gonna hold him, is it? You're gonna have to do a bit of exercise. Oh, good God. Good God, what are those things? What are those creatures in front of me? Oh, I can't. They're both ways. I can't look either way. Yeah, Jesus and the Holy Mother of Christ. St. Paul and Moses and all of them. Bloody hell. Now that's all right. That's quite funny, that. I mean, again, they've done all right for a low budget. That's all right. They've not done anything too weird there. The turtles, I mean, they're a bit weird anyway, ain't they, turtles? The worst thing is there that they ain't got shells. They look like dying turtles that have been dragged out of their shells. That's the worst thing. I've got no clue what that's meant to be. Anyone in the chat? Turtle zombies, yeah, they did look like turtle zombies, didn't they? Or naked turtles, they should have covered up, as Abu says. Anyone in the chat know what that's meant to be? That green thing there with the big fat legs. I'm not into all that, see? I don't know about all this kinky cosplay. I just thought it'd be funny to watch. Don't know what that thing is. That's creepy though. I don't like it. Now some of these not that funny. That's not a bad costume. He's just a little bit fat and he's got elf ears. Again, not a very good costume, but he's a little bit fat. It's not that funny. He's made it himself. Give him a break. That's good. That's a good one for a low budget one. Isn't it? Red Flush. No clue on the little green one. Hello, Nicholas. How you doing? The link's in the chat if anyone wants to come in. I'm only watching weird cosplay videos, and I'm not commentating on them. We've got some good people watching though, and it's always good to have a chat. I've got to kill a bit of time. Yeah, that's not bad. Binhead C3PO. Waste Binhead. Oh, is that it? That's not very good, is it? We need more. We need more people to judge. Where are we? Need more freaks to judge. Come on. Do us a favour. Give us a good flavour. Oh, that one looked a bit hideous. Yes. Try this one. That one looked like a bit of a. Some of these you might be a bit disgusted. If you're anything like me, which you're probably not. Not a lot of people like me. What's that one? That one's a bit weird, isn't it? Darth Vader. But pink and pastel. Camp Darth Vader. Oh, good God. Here's one for you. That's obviously Cecil in disguise. We found you out, mate. Should have just wore your red hat and been done with it. Ugh. Cecil on weekends. That's disturbing. Some fully grown bloke dressed as a sugar puff girl. Whatever it is. That's a bit disturbing, isn't it? This is like watching the Kamala Harris administration. These are the sort of people she'd have, isn't it? Like in her panel. Look at him, he's actually quite cool. Fat man. Peter Dinklage. Trans Peter Dinklage. What the fuck? That's quite creepy. He also looks a bit like Sarandon, doesn't he, out of Fright Night? Trans Sarandon. I'm keeping this on for a little bit just to have it imprinted in your minds. I'm good like that. There you are. He's alright, he's just having a laugh, isn't he, with his pot belly. Now he's cool. That's the sort of person, if I went to a convention, I'd hang around with him. He's my sort of man. I could just tell, he'd have stories to tell. He's like a Tron, isn't he? Is it Tron? Am I right? Is he meant to be Tron? I think so. I think he's Tron. He's my kind of guy. There's no messing about. Look how proud he is as well. Like he's a soldier on patrol. He's good, isn't he? Super Scouts. That's Super Scouts, that is. He's from Liverpool. He goes, oh, yeah, calm down, calm down. Yeah, he's alright. Not the worst outfit. I don't know what's going on there with his neckline. That's actually pretty inventive. Fat Iron Man. Oh my god, what's that? Good God. What's the other one? The big hair. That one. Good. Wonder Woman with massive hair. Like it's alive or something. And then a big... Then a bloody 10-ton avatar. I'm guessing he's like the Green Goblin. Or something like that. Or am I missing something? Is he some sort of manga character? He's a Green Goblin, isn't it? It looks like that. Look at him. It's got to be that is a bloke, isn't it? He's just having a laugh again, isn't he? Surely. He's probably called Dave or something. His mates are like, oh, look what Dave's doing. He's at it again. He just goes there to wind them up. Says he's trans. Dave Grohl. What's Dave Grohl doing there? Or is that Nick Rakita? I'm not quite sure. little beard, mate. Yeah, we've seen him. It's not funny. Well, that's one for the books, isn't it? What's that meant to be? He-Man. No, that ain't He-Man, is it? Flash Gordon. Pokemon, isn't it? That's Pokemon. Pokemon. That's quite good. That's quite good. That's the comic book guy, isn't it, from The Simpsons? That's quite good. Hats off to that. He just needed a little goatee beard. Pull it off. I think he got a goatee beard, and he the comic book guy. Now that's one of Mange's outfits. He's modelling that for Mange. That's what Mange wears on Sundays. Wonder Mange, he the man. Right, I've got to have a quick toilet break, so you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. You know what it means, don't you? Catch you soon. Gotta find that restroom.
Johnny takes a step back. Party needs a quick track. Pause the beats, hold the bass. Gotta find that restroom space. Toilet break, be back soon. Johnny needs to drain you strong. Scab Cast interlude soon. He won't be gone too long. Johnny takes a step back. Party needs a quick track. Pause the beats, hold the bass. Gotta find that restroom space. Toilet break, be back soon. Johnny needs to drain his strong. Scab Cast interlude soon. He won't be gone too long. Electro beats on pause now. Can't dance when nature calls. Wow. Wow. Johnny sprinting down the hall. Bathroom bliss standing tall. Toilet break, be back soon. Johnny needs to drain his strong. Scab Cast interlude soon. He won't be gone too long. Stream flows.
Hello. I thought I was muted. I'm unmuted now. Thank you for sitting through the toilet break. Those of you that are still here and appreciated the toilet break song. You get it. You gotta find that restroom space. Toilet break, be back soon. Johnny needs to drain his schlong. Brilliant. Look at that. Imagine that thing chasing you down an alley. Right, that's like Anna and her mates. Star Wars reenactors. One's meant to be Yoda. I'm guessing the bin is R2D2. That's pretty rough, isn't it? Good stuff. You like that? You like that one, Dennis? That's quite funny, isn't it, I guess? It's a good laugh. Is that like Super Juan? He's good. I like him. That's what I'd dress like if I could just choose. If I could pick an everyday outfit, it'd be along those lines. I like the little thing on his stomach and his moustache. Very Charles Bronson. That one is awesome, isn't it? That's a good one. The red pants. They make it. They finish it off, don't they? A bit like Zangief. It reminds me of like an egg-shaped Zangief from Street Fighter. Obviously, I know it's the turtle. It's that Clang or Zang or whatever he's called. That's just Dark Gift, blacked up in drag. Am I seeing that right, or has that guy got a massive forehead? Does he look a bit cartoonish to you? Like his head, like his forehead, he looks like a manga man. Is that a puppet or what? That's not his real head, is it? The woman on the right is quite proportionate, but then you got look at that head. It don't look real. He looks like a mannequin man. Oh, Chun-Li. Good God. Again, that's not really that funny. She's just a little bit overweight. It's not really that humorous. That's quite cool. That's original, isn't it? That's unique. I reckon a little bit. It's quite unique, having some sort of weird penguin head. I mean, you don't normally go to a fancy dress party and say, what are you coming as? I'm just like a woman being eaten by a penguin. Is that what it's meant to be? Wow. That's a thing of nightmares, that. Evil Homer. Evil Homer's pretty good, isn't he? Here's one for you. What a beauty. That's what John Maiden was up to at the last con. Caught you out, John. Them again. The malnourished turtles. Naked turtles. Go away. That's just someone's dad dressed up as Batman in the 70s. Over there, he's just like the local neighbourhood rapist. Came to a party. Look at his pedo moustache. Got a porn star moustache. And he's dressed in a low-budget Batman costume. Let me take you to my Batmobile. I got bat candy in there. Take you back to the Bat Cave, boy. Come to my Bat Cave. Oh. You can say hello to Alfred. He got more candy for you. Yeah, I don't trust him. I wouldn't trust him at a party. Especially if he's drinking Bud Light or something like that. That's quite demonic, isn't it? There's something weird about that. There's something weird about this one. Bit creepy. Look at that. I would have loved to do something like that when I was homeless. I wish I would have. All the cardboard boxes. Dennis Rodriguez. Johnny and chat. See you soon, hopefully Sunday. Yeah, see you Sunday, Dennis. Thank you so much, mate, for the super chat. You're an amazing man, mi amigo, mi hermano. Adios. Buenas noches. Yeah, I like Dennis. Salt of the earth, Dennis is. You could have a proper conversation with Dennis. Intelligent man. That's quite creepy, isn't it? Like a snow dinosaur. Like a little snow dinosaur woman thing. I don't know if that's a man or a woman. I'm not sure. I'm not going to put my judgment down on it. They might say I assumed them. Wow. Now that is cuckoldery, isn't it? It's cuckoldery on a whole new level. Abu says peace to Dennis. Abu Khan is a mysterious man. He's from the Far East, Middle East. Baddest man in Pakistan, some call him. I've heard of him. He's been around a while, since my old real-life superhero days, Abu Khan. He's always been there to annoy people and tell jokes. He's got the best dad jokes in the world. One of my loyal friends. And in real life, he's a very nice gentleman. Very nice Arabian gentleman. Hansel, how's that? You another regular in the chat, Nick. Now this one though, this is a bit weird, isn't it? This one. And a little car. Oh wow, I like that. There's something about that. I would dress like that and run around the streets of Brixton. I reckon that would be pretty good. Tripping right out, that would. Maybe like black though, black and red. Imagine it like mainly black with little red bits that glow up, like your eyes could glow up, couldn't they? I'd wear something like that just to creep people out. Hop around the graveyard for a bit. It's like I said today to Bjorn, I was talking to Bjorn, and I said, when I eventually go, because I spend 99.9% of my life wearing my mask, then if I come back as a ghost, I'll be wearing my mask, and I'll look even more creepy. So I can haunt people properly. Oh, I'm back from the dead, you cunt. I'm coming to get ya. Wouldn't want that, would they? Oh, good God. Good God. There he is again, Cardboard Iron Man. Oh, wow. That's quite good. The ghost is quite good. Wow, what's that? What's that meant to be? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in so far to Scab Cast. It is the Comics Gate Commandos is going to be on later, and they've got Jimmy Reyes on. This is just a little show to warm you up. We're looking at some cosplay creeps, cosplay fails they call them, and it's just a few funny people dressing up for your entertainment. Most of them are the same. Little cardboard Iron Men. Look, a little cardboard Iron Man. Oh, look at him, he's good. He's good. Captain Pie. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, folks. I always love having you lot watching and having you in the chat. And of course, if there's any conversations or anything you want to bring up, bring it up. The link's in the chat as well. People are welcome in. You know, Johnny, I'm a free speech absolutist. I welcome in even my worst enemy because I consider myself a civil man. Oh, there's no one I won't debate like a man. It's the moment that you start acting up like a little baby, then yeah, you can do one. Johnny's a reasonable person, a good fellow. And yeah, I say it a lot. I do appreciate you lot because, like I say, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a proper professional YouTuber or nothing like that. But I've got a good fan base, and what people that do watch me, I appreciate them because they're all actually good people. They're not like idiots. They come up with good stuff, and you keep the chat going. Sometimes you keep the show going. People don't realise that a lot of people in Comicsgate and other internet communities, they get carried away. You see, people. I'm not going to name any names, but sometimes your streams get so big, you forget about the little people in the chat. That's how you see them. You forget about the people that made you, people that you wouldn't be nothing without them in your chat watching you and progressing your shows. You get so many just getting used to, you're just so used to having them. And sometimes people don't mean it in a nasty way, but the bigger you get, the more chances there is of you being disconnected from your fans. And that's why I like to get to know people. So no matter how big, if my channel does grow, I'll remember the people that were here from the beginning. And I'll try and remember the names and put them in important positions of power. So I believe in rewarding people that are loyal to you. Loyalty goes a long way. Loyalty and generosity. I'm going to find you another little video now, just to keep you going, so you can get your proper fix of freaks and oddballs. Because you got Johnny on screen. I mean, I'm one of them, but good ones to comment on and have a little gander. But I'm just making sure. Some of them, because most of them are the same ones. There must not be that many bad cosplays in the world. Or if they are, they're too embarrassed to show them. It's probably more like it. I mean, why would you put your shit cosplay up on the internet in the first place? I probably would, to be honest, I guess. I just want to see the people's reaction, whether it was good or bad. Oh, I know. Rather than that, we'll find, I know. I was watching this really good little series of videos the other day. Here we are. Thank you for staying tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Scab Cast is only part way through. There's going to be a lot more to come. I'm looking for some cracking videos that we can comment on. Something interesting. But they're not, you know when you type something and they're blatantly just, you know what I'm typing, mate. And you can't even find it. What sort of search engine are you, Google? Yeah, Google. Do your work. No. Again. Or like committing some horrendous crime. But again, your IQ gets in the way. Well, these people didn't think about that. Now you look like a prick, don't you? How embarrassing, you little knobhead. That's embarrassing, that is, isn't it? God. Well, this is some sort of ram raid, isn't it? Oh, he's tying a chain to something. He's going to pull it off. He's going to pull the bloody doors off. Oh, no, he's going to grab the cash machine, isn't he? They do that in England as well. They'll either chain it up or they'll blow it up with gas. There's a big gang that does it. Sneaky. What is the point in that? Useless. Useless. Idiots. That's all I got to say. Idiots. A sandwich shop. Yeah. You're going to rub somewhere, you rub somewhere decent, don't you? You're going to risk it for a chocolate biscuit, and you make sure it's a good place. I rub Greg's with me. I'd be like, fuck off. Maybe if I was hungry. Have any of you lot ever witnessed like a car chase or a carjacking? The link is in the chat, by the way, if anyone wants to pop in. Good evening, BTM Reviews. Jim was in earlier. Has anyone ever witnessed like a car chase or a carjacking? I've seen a few in my lifetime. In Manchester, there was quite a lot. I remember a big surge of it when the first ever Grand Theft Auto came out, like the old platform one, the little crappy one that was like from above. There was a big surge in it, carjackings, especially in Moss Side, which is a part of Manchester. Just kidding. You're a proper car thief, ain't you? You're just covering up. Doesn't matter if you are. It's a handy skill to have. We love the joint driving. No worries. Have a nice time at your hotel, buddy. You deserve it. You work hard. Enjoy yourself. Have some time off. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, folks. Later on, I've mentioned it before, but for anyone tuning in, the Comicsgate Commandos will be on. The greatest Comicsgate non like A-list artist show. I mean, years ago it used to be the Slums. They've had it. Their days are long gone. They let too many idiots in there that don't like Comicsgate, so they sort of like defies the point, really. They're basically just mild enemies of proper Comicsgate. But yeah, now you've got the Comicsgate Commandos, and they'll let anyone in. If you want to get your comic promoted or rise up from the chat, that was the whole idea of the Comicsgate Commandos when I helped found it. I wanted it to bring lesser known artists and people from the chat who back the comics and like to be involved in the community. I wanted them to have a little voice. And that's what the Comicsgate Commandos does, folks. For Comicsgate, true Comicsgate, people that actually love it and love the movement, they're one of the up and coming rising shows. And you need to get in touch with that, because they ain't going away. Young Patrick Quinlan, he's brought out his first comic book. It's a brilliant book, Phenomenon. I am still working on the review because it's such a brilliant book. And I want to give it credit. I want to give it credit where it's due and where it's not. I'm very fair. But yeah, he's a brilliant man. Your Dr. Ben makes his own comics. He's the Comicsgate Commandos medic. He makes his own comics, Dr. Ben's Comics, Thick Comics. And you've got Carbon Heart, Carbon Heart is very passionate about Comicsgate. He can debate with the best of them. He knows the history, the ins and outs. He's very passionate. And he backs them as well. Tune into them later on, folks. They're going to be on in a few hours. So make sure you give them the support they deserve. Give them a like, a subscribe, a share. Patrick Quinlan needs to get up to $1,000. We got to get him up to $1,000. He's on like 600 or something, 700 maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's my mission. I've got to help Patrick Quinlan, PQ Vox. We got to try and help him get subscribers, because I'd like him, with the hard work he puts into his channel, it'd be nice if he could get monetized eventually. Because he works as well. He's a hard worker. He's got a job. He tries to make comic books in his spare time. He deserves a little bit of a break. People like that, they deserve it, I reckon. They're good people. I don't mind donating to people like that and helping them out. That's the sort of people I'm friends with. Decent people. Slowly working on something, but I'm too... Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. You can come on any time, Jim. I'll have you on any show, mate. You ain't got to be worried. And everyone in the chat loves you as well. There's no like, I don't have anyone disrespected when you're on my show. You get your say. You get your fair say. You're not going to get overpowered by anything. As you know, as anyone who's watched Scab Cast knows, I'm very polite to my guests. I'm not horrible. Might have a little giggle with ya. I'm a good man. Or at least I'll try to be. I'm getting bored of that now. I like to look for oddities. I'll find some sort of oddity to look at. We need something. We need something to boost it. I'm looking for a video at the minute. Sorry if I went all silent and mong-like. I was just drifting away looking at the screen. I love you all. I want you to know that. Everything you do, Johnny will be with you. Whether you're in March or you're in June, Johnny will help in your tune. Oh, Johnny Scab, I will be with you wherever you may go. Johnny Scab, I will follow you through the wind and through the snow. Johnny Scab, I will help you when you're really feeling low. Oh, Johnny Scab, that's the way to go. Bong, 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 bong. That's the way to go. Oh, what's this? Oh, that looks good. Yeah, thank you. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. I'll state my case, of which I am certain. We've lived a life that's full. I travel each and every byway, and much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without contention. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and much more than this. I did it my way.
Hub for another great video. Let's sit back and watch SJW's die inside. Getting right into it now. Number.
A number? You have two. Yes. That's sixth grade science. When you move on, there are hundreds of different categories.
So what you learn in sixth grade becomes less true as you get older? Like gravity becomes less true?
That is a basic building
Newton's
block
third
that
law
children
becomes less true?
in order to understand the concept of gender. When you break it down into actual
Gender and
experiments when it
sex are
comes to
directly
chromosomes and sex, it breaks down into hundreds of different categories that actually differentiate between just two genders. What you're saying is there are facts and you don't believe in there being opinions.
Yes, I am
and
saying that there are facts.
This is a scientific fact that if you talk to any biologist, you will learn.
So in biology, they teach you that there's XX and XY chromosomes. So give me a number of how many genders there are.
Hundreds, many. It breaks
unlimited,
down,
right?
It breaks
So
down
it's
in so
anything
many
you
more
want
categories.
to be, anything you feel.
No, it's what science scientists determine given specific categories?
X, Y.
Why do you need a number if you're
Bingo.
already given-
Why do you need a number?
It literally takes a one-liner to shut them up. I absolutely love it.
Oculus's approach to their clear gender gap and how you're going to not port that into VR.
We are having a hard time hiring all the people that we want. It doesn't matter what they look like.
It's the one and only Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know what happened with the D.R.E.
And I could not have said it better.
Ditto for med school and the law and every trade. Young men must be respectable goals of homemaking and having
the feminists won't like him.
Children. But the problem is much deeper than all of this. Male achievement in our country is not celebrated.
This man is literally so good at shutting down these SJWs and feminists.
I want to know, how is it possible to believe that when it's based on racist principles? They describe indigenous peoples as merciless Indian savages.
These poor student moms, they're just brainwashed. They're taught in their universities that they're right and that they should question everything that's ever been made and done. But they're wrong. They're just utterly, totally wrong. And they live their lives thinking that they're right. And it's a dangerous thing. You're in a bubble. You send one of them into the real world, that poor young girl there, she'll get conned. She'll get conned out of everything. Because people ain't nice. The world ain't a nice bubblegum, unicorn, candy floss place. The world is made up of fire, grit, spit and hookers. It's not got any fucking... There's not much law to it, really.
They don't describe African Americans as full people, and they don't even recognize other people of color and other minorities that we see today. So I just want to know how you think it's possible to believe that's such a great document we're
Thank
founded
you for the
upon.
question. Where does it say that in the document? No, keeper. Where does it say that in the document?
I'm sorry, what?
Where does it say what you said in the actual document?
It doesn't, does it?
I'm not entirely sure.
It
but
doesn't.
No.
When they start stuttering, that's when you know they've been owned.
Senator, I can't talk about internal deliberations.
You can't talk about whether
inside
you
the department.
participated in discussions about the memo?
No, but what I can tell you is that the Civil Rights Division will play a role going forward. The Attorney General has asked the department to undertake a review, and the division will participate in that review to determine how federal enforcement tools can be used.
I can't stand all that democracy shit. It's all just people just talking bollocks to get round stuff, innit? Just be clear in what you're saying, love. Just be fucking clear, innit?
We have civil rights?
I mean, she was just straight up crazy here.
You are supporting Nazis. Do you understand that?
Communism?
Yeah, I fucking am.
They killed way more people.
Don't
Pour your coffee on me.
Fuck you, I will.
The
Fuck
Nazis?
Good
Do you
evening.
understand that fascism is here?
What is wrong
Y'all
with
understand
you?
that Nazis are
What is
fucking
wrong
here?
with you,
A
woman?
fucking Nazi was
What
just
is wrong
elected in
with you?
Brazil.
You're pouring coffee on strangers.
It's
You have to
chocolate,
ask
man.
yourself, what the hell is wrong with
Nazis are fucking shooting
you? You're
my people.
throwing milk at people.
Nazis are shooting my people.
All right,
I don't
I
give a damn.
Nazis are socialists, by the way.
Nazis are not fucking socialists. Dumbass. Pick up a history class, you piece of shit.
National Socialism. National Socialist is actually the name of the...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've got one of my very special friends in the green room. One of the honorary Comicsgate commanders. Good friend of the show, Nicholas. How you doing, Nick? You all right, mate?
Good. How y'all doing? And your lovely lot in the chat.
Good, mate. I was just watching Angry SJWs. Have you been up to much?
Not too much. Whipped out the synthesizer that I've had a trouble trying to learn how to play for a while. Made a little bit of progress.
Fair play. I used to have a synthesizer. I got a few. I got It's not. It's like a synthesizer, but it's for drum beats. I got a drum machine, like a drum looper sort of thing. It's quite
Yeah.
good.
Like the
Yeah,
thing, it was like
I like that sort of
is
stuff.
one of the first pieces of hardware that I ever got, because I messed around with software and stuff, mostly before this, and it's a modular. It's like you know that company Behringer makes a lot of clones of music instruments
Yeah.
and stuff. They made a clone of an
Yeah.
old Roland modular synthesizer from the 70s, and it like doesn't have like
Let's have a look.
Hmm?
Let's have a look at some. I'll have a look at some on YouTube. I'll find some so people know what we're talking about. Old retro synthesizers I'll look for.
It
That'd
doesn't
be
have all the
interesting.
niceties of modern technology, really. So it's like actually trying to make it sound good. It's hard for me.
I prefer
think I
vintage
finally-
equipment though, I think.
It has a certain warmth to it. You definitely have to know what you're doing a little bit more. That's for sure. So even tuning the thing was a little hard today. I don't know what was up with that. Like at first when I started tuning it, like all the notes were coming back the same. Like there was no noticeable pitch difference in anything. And then somehow I just restarted stuff and it worked. And it worked fine after that. I was able to tune it.
This one looks good. It's called the retro.
Yeah, I've seen a lot.
Every now
I
and
had
again,
one
I
of
like to
those
grab
little
round
tiny Casio things when I was a kid too. You see a lot of those on these retro
random bits
toy
of
things.
Yeah. Another thing, I used to have a couple about 10 years ago. I used to have one of the, I forgot what they're called now. It's like a keyboard, but you blow into it.
Recorder?
Melodica? Is it a Melodica?
Oh,
something?
Melodica. Okay.
No, it's got.
I'm going to take your word
Yeah,
for that.
it's got keys like a little mini.
Yeah.
Little mini keyboard. It's actually got the keys, but then there's an air powered keyboard basically, and you get a tube for it, so you ain't got to hold it up to your mouth. You can like play it and blow it through a tube. It's quite cool.
I see like Yamaha or Roland,
Toy
one
music.
of the two, has like a MIDI controller like that's like similar to that. But doesn't
Good
have all the
brands, they
keys
are.
and everything on it.
Behringer as well. They do some good stuff.
making equipment and oddities from car boot sales and junk shops. I've had this for quite a while. It's the Waddington's Computer Tune. It's a little sort of keyboard sequencer that I think's probably from the late 70s or early 80s. So yeah, let's have a look at it.
I downloaded very freely
So this
and
is what
not
we've got.
pirated.
This is how it would have arrived to us
collection of
back
like
in
a
this.
shitload of old drum machines, including like toys, more toyish kind of stuff that's all been sampled. I made one drum machine like in software with it, something called the Ace Tone. Never heard of it, but it had like sort of little like dinky-ish kind of sounds.
I was interested to hear it working, but he's just, I don't know if he's going to show it.
Hey, so it's a line out and also mutes the speaker, which is really helpful. So we've got your standard mode in normal. Echo just adds in little almost like a gated note, apart from it's repeating them. You'll actually hear there's a slight envelope to this. There's a little bit of release, which is really nice. I was expecting this to be very much like a stylophone with just a hard gated note, but it's actually a bit of release to it. It makes it quite musical and useful. So then in echo mode, the repeats change depending on the speed. And then you've got chord mode, which
Something like that's very basic and simple, but I'd have fun with that for hours.
Oh yeah,
I could be messing around,
especially because
making
it's
tunes.
something that's tactile but has like functions, like chord mode at least. Imagine how old that thing is.
It's an interesting toy.
which plays everything as a triad. It's always going to be a major triad, which is kind of difficult to use, to be honest, because obviously you don't necessarily want that. But then, so like if we go into echo mode and then press play. What? Where's that extra bit come from? Oh, of course, it's all the extra notes. Then, as has been going along, it's also recorded those. So yeah, if we want to, I forgot about that. So yeah, we can put in. Let's try something different. Let's. Oh no! Why are you doing this? Stop! I don't know why it does that occasionally. I think there's something slightly wrong with mine. But let's clear this. C G C space.
Yeah, that one looks fun anyway. But there's much better ones. You got some amazing equipment, haven't you? I've seen videos of your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have a small collection of stuff. Especially to do a lot of like the bleep bloppy stuff with all hardware, you need a hell of a lot more, I'm finding. At least have a full sound and everything. And know what you're doing, which I'm still very much learning. But see, Grim Jim was asking a question, what style of music would it electronic, but more or less I draw a lot of experience from like experimental jazz, like basically, you know, the kind of jazz that dudes were making back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s while they were stoned and on heroin. Like the off timings, just people just soloing, not really caring. I try to just rein in chaos. I never I learned like basic music theory and all that kind of stuff when I was a little kid, like in music class, like most people. But I never really, even after I tried to start making electronic music, I never really knew what chords were or hardly even what a note was. Never trying to tune anything. I have older brothers that are musicians, like guitarists and drummers and stuff. But I've never been able to do anything like play a guitar. Like my brain like resets after too long. I can't like keep going with the same thing. Like I can keep going with like something evolving, but that's about it. Like I can't like replay a melody like over and over again. Better with the drums. Still,
Yeah.
Definitely have like a Skinny Puppy, big influence. Like especially bands that like I've once a couple
Hello, this
years
is
ago
Sam from
decided I
Sound
want to
on
get
Sound
better.
magazine. I'm at Synthfest UK in Sheffield. I'm with Tom Carpenter.
So what was that, Nick?
I was saying like with like a couple years ago, and I decided I wanted to learn how to actually more play music. You know, actually try to start doing more with it. I started like studying stuff, especially a lot of like interviews with bands and stuff. And it's only really able to do that with bands that have been around for like 20, 30 years. So like people that analyze their stuff and everything like that. So like studying like Aphex Twin, Skinny Puppy, Radiohead, Pink Floyd, and then also just listening to stuff, because the more I've learned about stuff, the more I go back and listen to it, and I can sort of have a rough idea of how they achieved it, and then because I've definitely come to find, especially with electronic music, it's not so much you're always writing stuff as you're discovering little tricks to get like the musicality out of everything, like making a lot of heavy use of arpeggios and stuff like that. Quantizers, you know, you just get some chaos and then you just pick out the musical notes out of that.
That is pretty cool.
An 8-voice polysynth,
Yeah,
but like the
that's
classic Oberheim 8-voice, it's actually got all 8 voices are
Colossus.
independently editable. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, 8 independent voices, basically 8 monosynths with like a poly controller, mixer, that kind of thing. Because I like the voices to sound all slightly different, so you can never get them exactly the same. So as you play a chord or just cycle through the
kind of
voices,
thing that costs like
they're all
20
just a little
grand
bit off.
starting.
Or of course, you've got the option of making them completely different.
What's that?
That's the kind of synthesizer that costs like 20 grand just to start. But I've seen some of this. I've seen there's another one called the Colossus. It's even bigger from this company, Analog Solutions.
So my own envelopes,
beautiful.
You know, just the format of the voice. It's not, I try to emulate their state.
And it's kind of semi-modular?
Whilst you use the other voices to play.
I want to hear it.
So, yeah, match it to an individual voice. Which, that's bad. Yeah.
Pretty well. There's nothing else like it, really, is there?
No,
at the moment. So
it's getting a lot of engineering and hardware there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something you can't get anywhere else.
Well, thank you, Tom. It's great to see you. And I'm hoping we're going to get a quick demo now.
You ever hear of this guy? He's a YouTuber and he's also a musician. Look, Mom, No Computer. He's out of London, I think.
Look, what?
Look, Mum, No Computer.
I'll have a look for him.
He does a lot of like tutorial videos, but he's also does like music videos, and he does like a lot of analog modular synthesizers, even stuff that he builds himself. He has some museum, I think. I'm not sure where it is. It may be in London, but it's called the Obsolete Museum or something like that, where it's old tech and stuff like that, including like old phone systems. He did an old church organ. He hooked that up to MIDI, so he could like play it like with like modern sequencers or sequencers. Yeah.
I think I found him.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff he built himself and everything. I wired him up. Because I just have little like 3-inch standard modules that are like that, using like 5-inch modules, like giant suckers.
Yeah. He has full on raves, doesn't he? He's got it all going. He's got a drum
Yeah, he does a
beat,
lot of like live. He does
keyboard.
live performances. Sounds more like 80s pop kind of stuff when he's doing like that kind, like other kind of like written out stuff instead of just fucking around. Sort of like what that was. When it started sounding like that, that's just sort of almost like a DJ set.
Yeah.
One thing that's like hard to like watch people like Aphex Twin. You can never really see what he's doing completely, and so much of his stuff is he's taking recordings that he's done already, because it'd be a little hard to take around all the equipment that he possibly used with everything. But he has uploaded some like schematics of systems and stuff. There's one site called modulargrid.net. Is where you can go. You can like get information on all the modules, and you can also like set up little virtual racks and everything of what you have. And it links to like selling stuff too. It's a pretty cool site, and he actually has used it. It's the only site like it, I guess. He's uploaded at least saying like what some of his stuff is and how he's achieved it. But I've also noticed he actually labels, like especially his newer stuff over the last like 10 years. A lot of the songs are actually labeled with the equipment that he used for it, primarily like the sequencers, and then maybe like one instrument. So that makes it a little bit easier to figure it out.
Yeah.
She's so modern and she's new. I like to take her on the sun.
They got
Is
good
this modern?
synthesizer sounds. No, it's old school, I think. It's from the 80s. I won't play too much of it because it'll probably get me struck. But they call that The Model. This is The Model, 1980s.
Yeah. Yeah, I seem to remember that. There's one guy that's on YouTube, the guy that did like the bass line for some of the early Michael Jackson stuff, including Thriller, and Anthony Marinelli. He got on YouTube about in the last couple of years, and he's done a lot of like features of stuff, including this giant suit. Like did this one video of how they put together and what it was, like this giant synthesizer that this other guy has, this traveling musician, like the absolute giant of a thing. And actually showed how they put it all together, especially just even figuring out like the power of that kind of stuff, so it doesn't affect the actual sound too.
Yeah. It's a lot of, it's a lot involved in it. It's a very technical process.
Yeah, like especially a lot of it, and I've noticed like a lot of people that are into it online that I've run across. There's a lot of hobbyists to it. I mean, that's primarily what I am. Can't really call myself like I'm definitely not a professional musician. I've never sold music or anything, but it's primarily almost like a hobby, like a tech hobby, because you do have to have a lot of technical knowledge, or at least have to develop a lot of technical knowledge to be able to use this stuff. Well, it took me a good 6 months before I could make anything that sounded right with that kind of stuff. Yeah, Chet saying Tangerine Dream. Never really was into their particular music. Not bad, just never. Actually, I don't even think I've ever really listened to too much of it, to be honest. I remember some of that stuff just being on weird oldies compilation commercials. Like a bunch of people just smiling and wandering around like that. pig horse. Reminds me of Monty Python.
That's pretty trippy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was expecting something better.
Yeah, it's nice. Very quaint. This reminded me a little bit of one of the times that I did take acid. It's been a long time. Remember, like when the Dreamcast was out, when that was like the big video game system at the time. Dude, like at this was actually my first apartment and had roommates and everything. And one of my roommates was a DJ, and we would have like weekend long parties almost every weekend. And like drug dealers, a guy, but this one time at least brought over just like a vial of LSD, and he was just selling little drops off of it. And I mean, $5, and it was like it was at least probably 10 times as like than like a single blot of it. And I was like watching that game, Dead or Alive fighting game. It looks like just like crap in this day and age, but back then it was like super cool. And I had this like desert fighting scene. And it was like I got lost into that for at least an hour, probably longer.
Yeah.
And there was quite a few people there, and we had to like smoke cigarettes. Like I smoked cigarettes at the time, and had to do it like on the porch. And there was like had to be somewhere north of 10 people, and we were all completely tripping balls, and we like a fist fight almost broke out over spirituality stuff.
Right.
Calm back down. But there was quite a few rough people there. We managed to calm ourselves back down, but it almost happened. And like none of the spirituality talk was negative or bad. They were fighting to be the nicer person almost, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely I have no idea how they came across something like that, Jim. Where back then, like me and my roommate at the time, we used to cook Special K, like the ketamine, like bake it in the oven for a while and then like scrape it up and everything and sell that at raves. Like late 90s, early 2000s Florida. Like there was raves all over. There was a lot like I remember it was a thing. They'd move around. There was a lot of there at Daytona Beach. There'd be like these makeshift clubs at like halfway abandoned homes and stuff like that.
Man.
I'm going to sing What Is My Name? Oh, Nana, what is my name? Oh, Nana, what is my name? Nah. Oh, Nana, what is my name? Oh, Nana, what is my name? Oh, Nana, what is my name? What is my name? What is my name? I heard you good with them soft lips. Yeah, you heard me, Mama. Sparrow 69 is 8 something, right? I'm working out. Wait, why? I come alive in the nighttime? Oh, okay, let him go. Na, 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 come on. Na, come on. Na, come on. Come on, na. I feel so good being done. I miss my mind, that's why I'm feeling good.
Sounds about like me when I'm trying to sing along to a song.
With stand and a box and a run. The affliction of the feeling leaves me wanting more.
That's what I'm like when the camera goes off. That's what I do.
I'd break a hip.
Because I may be bad, that's why I'm perfectly good at respect. In the air, I just
What did he just say?
don't break my guns, don't train some sex like me. Come on, I like it, come on. Come on, I like it, so come on. So just come on. I like it, come on, I got it. Love where love is fun. How's your box, how's your life? The affliction of the feeling, me what am I? Or am I? Yesterday I found out about you. Even now just looking at you feels wrong. And you say that you'll take it all back. Give me one chance. What's the move? We come missing you. Say yes.
Just that look.
It's just that she just pauses and goes all gormy, all gormless. Come on, love, have a bit of energy about you. Come on, you can
Seems
do
like
it.
she might have a bit of a problem smiling.
You should have said no. You should have gone home. You should have thought twice before you let it all go. You should have known
She's
the
one of them,
word.
though,
What
isn't
you
she?
didn't.
She's probably had one of her family tell her that she sounds good, and then she believes it. They've been mean. She's probably been encouraged by a friend or something. Whereas really, you should be honest. If you're friends with someone and they're a shit singer, you should just say, mate, I love you. You're a good mate, but you're singing shit. You shouldn't give them false hopes.
My brothers
Her,
would like
get back
were
to me.
decent
Get
like
back.
singers and stuff and guitarists and everything. Like my two oldest brothers, they'd be sitting out on the porch when we were younger, start to sing songs. I just come up and start singing off tune. They fuck start throwing shit at me.
Where do we super chat to stop this? You can super chat if you want, but I can't guarantee you he's going to stop. That's the only problem. I might consider it.
I don't know. There seems like to be quite a number of videos of bad singing.
Finish. I want to hear you finish. Yeah, there's probably a lot.
Me, and I should have been there in the back of your mind. You shouldn't be asking yourself why. You shouldn't be begging for forgiveness and for me. You should have said no, baby, and you might still have me.
Oh, bless her. I'd have chucked her a quarter if I saw her singing in the street, just to be nice.
I don't know. We get like it's a lot of immigrants here, like from Eastern Europe and everywhere. They're actually not half bad. Like, you know, doing like the street performing. Like Austin's, I guess, just a big musical city.
When they like busking.
Yeah. They go around, like, it seems. I've seen like different ones over, like they're in like the middle of shopping centers, especially on like busy shopping times and everything. I've seen them. Like with giant loudspeakers are sort of sitting out in the middle of the parking lot between the different stores. Especially here, like in the Austin area, we have a lot of like open air malls, almost you could say.
Do you ever tell them their shit? What's going on? There it is.
Seems a little low hanging fruit to go after kids as being the worst singers.
This goes $2 super chat. It goes against the Geneva Convention. All right, well, one more video, and I'll stop it. I promise. Thank you for the super chat. It is actually very much appreciated. And I'll try not to bug you with too much bad singing. I'll give it a go. This is a good one, apparently, I reckon.
Get it all the small things in
Not
life.
the kid's annoying. Should be someone else.
Honestly,
Here we are.
I'm being
I bet she thinks she's brilliant.
Stay with me, all the one I'm looking for. Just do not go away when I'm there. My heart's beating so fast 'cause I wanna be with you. Oh. Let's go play when I'm away. Let's go. Everybody's gonna see me. I just wanna be with you. Baby, I can't 'cause you're mine.
Imagine being stuck in hell with someone singing like that. Just stuck in a room.
God.
But yeah. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and tell me I'm telling ocean bare.
I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet.
These are actually really crap. I thought there'd be funnier ones. So yeah, as you get to Geneva Convention, I'll stop shouting there.
Adults are bad singing or funnier. Because kids, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, no matter what. They're not even funny about
Yeah,
their,
it's hard to take the piss out of a kid, really.
Yeah. There's another, like, I'll try to be as respectful as possible, but over on BTM Reviews, somebody in a group home wound up on the live stream the other night, apparently. We've been watching, we watched a couple of his videos last night. He was
Ladies and
giving
gentlemen, everyone is watching. go and subscribe to BTM Reviews as well. And Jim Atelia, he's good as well. They're both brilliant people. We need to get him out. What's this? Reminds me of a mosque. Winning surrender.
Matt came on BTM Reviews last night. We all had a nice heart-to-heart.
Who did?
And forgave each other. Matt Barr.
Oh, bitch tits. Well, he actually came on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came on the actual stream, or was he just slagging women off in the chat?
No, he actually came on the stream. That Lord Raptor Jesus was doing that in the chat.
What? And he didn't scream? Did he? Oh,
A
right.
little.
Yeah, the goon.
Well, he kept yelling at Dave, saying he
Yeah.
wanted to talk to me,
Sounds about
and then he
right.
kept yelling at
Didn't
me, saying he wanted to talk to Dave.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? It's got to a point where I pity him now. He's like the creature Gollum. You don't know what
I
he
think
wants. He's insane. He's burnt all his bridges. He's got some deep underlying problems. He obviously hates women. He's got something against women. He's got something against gay people, because those are the things he mentions the most. And he mentions paedophiles a lot as well. And it's kind of like, the more you mention it, it's like constantly on your mind. There's got to be something driving you to that.
Yeah.
It's very odd.
And he's really
very odd
sensitive
behavior.
of that. He's I guess in college he stayed with his gay uncle. I don't know where all that fits in there. He seems to be very sensitive about that as well. Yeah, I think he might have
So he's
learned things the
embarrassed.
hard way. Yeah.
He's embarrassed or ashamed. That's his fault, really. He shouldn't be ashamed if he's got.
Like Dave and Jim think he's a secret communist. Because we played a video last night
wouldn't
of
be
Matt
surprised.
Barr super chatting Vito and Dick, even though he's like constantly yells about Vito and Dick and everything.
Yeah, well, he's definitely up to. He's got something. There's something he's hiding from the world that he's angry about. You can just see it. He's projecting something out. He's got something in anger. Either like he's having trouble with his family life, or he's something in his personal life. There's something wrong, because no one can be that angry and that hateful of the world if you're just a normal functioning person. To be like that spiteful and hang around with the people he does as well. Like you mentioned, Lord Raptor Jesus, he's just another one, just an old twat. He just hangs around trying to get famous off of making drama and going against everything Comicsgate's ever worked for. They're trying to be like anti-heroes at Comicsgate. It's not working. The slums has degenerated. There's probably like 2 or 3 good people in it. The rest of them, they're all
Like
just degenerates now.
brand
They've
new
all
channels
failed.
are
They've
already
burned.
twice their size. Like brand new channels are already twice their size. And they don't realize that even a lot of people are hate watching and subscribing to them. And they still
That's what it
can't
is.
get
A lot
anywhere.
of
It's
the
like, guys,
problem
what you're saying isn't getting you anywhere. You should realize that.
It gets you somewhere, but it doesn't get you the right kind of people, because like you said, a lot of people tune into you just to take the piss out of you. And then at the end of the day, they'll unsubscribe from you when you become boring and you ain't entertaining no more. And someone like Matt Barr, a professional artist that relies on his work and his career to make money, I personally, if I was a big comic book artist like he is, I wouldn't want to be projecting that sort of character out onto the world, because no one's going to want to trust you. You're proven that you try to dox people, and you go around bullying women and calling them horrible names and all sorts, you're not going to trust a man or want to buy the art of a man that does that, are you? You could buy his art and then he could just give away your details to the world.
I mean, it might not have caught up to him yet, but it's probably going to eventually.
You don't realise the internet's a very small place. Someone's only got to type his name in and all the bad stuff will come up about him before the good stuff. That's the thing. It's always the way it is. I guarantee you, if you type Matt Barr in there now in Google, something taking the piss out of him will come up before something good comes up about him. He's ruined it for himself. He's flooded the internet with his hate, and that's sort of opened a black hole for him.
Especially because like he actually started typing some weirdly like over the top kind of racist stuff, while like on like in a day between the day before and then the day after he's complaining about the whole CG Master Racers thing.
Yeah,
he's like it's fucking off in the head.
He's weird. He doesn't act like a normal human. He's on something, and it's not just weed that he smokes. He's on something else. There's something affecting him.
Especially like
he's under the influence of some weirdness.
Like
he's possessed.
Yeah, like there's could be some weird reactions between like strong marijuana and like psychotropic drugs, like drugs to control your mood and stuff like that. If he's doing all that stuff together, that could be fucking his head up.
It's probably a mix of the marijuana and the poppers, I should imagine.
Crackhead that I see each morning. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I need a crack rock on the spot.
Fucking pussy. Fucking pussy. Fucking pussy. Motherfucking pussy. Motherfucking pussy. Look at this sticky butt like a man. Come on, bitch. Come on, fight like a man, motherfucker. Fight like a man, bitch. Come on my door again, motherfucker. Go near my wife again. Come on, fight like a man, bitch. Fuck him up. Fuck it. That you go to jail.
Waiting for somebody to get thrown over the balcony.
I'm down. Right here. There goes the crackhead that I see each morning.
If you don't help me out, What's your name?
John.
John?
412.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yes.
Can you get that out for me?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't call me a goathead.
Run.
Right. What time
Bunch
is
of
it
reasons
where
why I
you
never
are,
want
Nick?
to. It's about 6:30 in the evening.
Fair play. It's coming up to 1 o'clock here. Not 1 o'clock. 10. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming up to 1 o'clock. 1 a.m. Yeah, I want to actually get a few more start looking into doing a bit more synth type music and electro and stuff like that. It interests me. Very creative.
Like even if you do, no matter the kind of sound you're going for, software can do everything now. Like as far as even analog, like emulation and everything. it provides a cheaper, quicker way to get into it. Obviously, I've been using because I mix both now, but I've been using Reason for a couple of years almost. It's like $200 a year, and you get like everything with it, and it like mimics hardware stuff. So sort of like it's easy on the brain for me to go back and forth between them. They got some pretty cool new instruments and effects. Because that's one of the things like I do like is like do like the instrument on there, but then the effects on the computer.
Yeah.
And
sequencing
is a hell of a lot easier.
I guess on your computer you can change the instruments to what you want them, like digital instruments, yeah?
Yeah. Like every program's different. And there's like the VSTs, which are, like plug-in instruments that can work in between any like DAW software. But like Reason, it emulates like hardware. So it's called the Reason rack is where everything sits. And it's like it's all like a visual representation of different hardware. And they've been around for a while now. I think they started in like the late 90s or whatever. They pretty much built upon everything over the years. So they have a bunch of different synthesizers, different kinds of drum machines. Like physical modeling is cool now. I've gotten into that. So it like mimics real instruments, like especially like with articulation and everything. And they have a lot of different choices. Like you can pretty much sound like whatever you want. You can sound like a country music band if you really wanted to, just with the different instruments and then the different presets with inside of that.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Sadly, I have to get up early more. Thanks for the show, Johnny. You're welcome, Grim Jim. Thanks for watching, mate. I'm going to be ending in about 10 minutes anyway. Have a good night, Grim Jim. Take care. I mess around a bit on Flow Studio. Wolf and Beer.
Yeah.
Do you ever use that, Nick?
Yeah, actually, that's what I started off with back in the early 2000s as far as software goes. Before that, like when I was a teenager, because my older brothers were musicians, but like guitarists and drummers and stuff. But like they first started messing around with rented a drum machine from the music store, and I would put that through effects units, and then I would scream through effects units and stuff like that. Me and one of my friends who play guitar, we did our little music, whatever. And but then that was more like the earlier 90s to the mid 90s, and then started late 90s, early 2000s. I used FL, what was called Fruity Loops at the time. I had to pirate it and everything. I used that for probably a good 10 years. And then I got into another app. It's called LNX Studio. It's like open source. You can donate for it. But it primarily worked on the Mac. I think you can use it on Linux now too. But it's primarily for the Mac.
I used to mess around on one called Reason. Have you ever heard of that one?
Yeah, Reason. That's what I was saying. Reason, yeah. That's what I was trying to explain to you.
Well, yeah, I've used Reason before. I'm not an expert on it. It's very complicated, but I've made a few things on it.
Yeah, one thing, like every DAW seems very complicated until you start getting into its language. I feel like the one I've tried to get into, but I've never been able to, is Ableton. Because that's a lot of people in electronic music love that one, but I've just never been able to really understand it.
Yeah, some of them are very technical.
This motherfucker's in the fucking shitter, dude. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Bug spray?
Is he like pepper spraying himself or something?
That looks like bug spray, like to kill bugs with. I mean, it's slowly dying, I'd imagine.
Whatever it is making him high as fuck. He loves it.
Mom, what's wrong?
He's got his head caught under a gate. That's creepy. That's like a possession.
Yeah, that's not even drugs. That's just insanity.
Yeah.
Acompañó a los más mediocres, a los innombrables dueños de casa. ¡Somos grandes! ¡Viva Chile, mierda! De pronto se viene a contar a llegar. De pronto se oye venir un grito de bulla y fervor popular. De garra y de corazón, como dice el bumbo. Chileno, chileno, chileno de corazón. Sale en la banda y dale al tambor. Que Chile va a ser campeón más fuerte. Chileno, chileno, chileno de corazón. Sale en la banda y dale al tambor. Chile va a ser campeón.
Really?
¡Por la mierda! ¡Arco de mierda! ¡La Chile está...
He's passionate, isn't he?
It's actually not bad, I don't think.
¡Vale! ¡Le hizo un conjuro! ¡Ah! ¡La Chile sabe!
Muchas gracias, mamá. Muchas gracias.
Get that man on the stage.
I shut down with a nice like what? Hey, don't eat this. Come on, let's go, bro. Let's go. Now you taught me to drive. Watch me go now. Hey, let's go. Let's go. I'm reached. I'm Jesus. I'm descendant of God. And you love me up. Watch this. You think I'm strong? Wait until you minimize. Watch this. Watch me go. You.
He's wild. Yo, he getting beat up, y'all. I know.
You want me?
Only in Kingsborough, this shit go down like this. Oh, he's wild.
Wow. He's agile, isn't he?
This shit gotta stop. Oh, this nigga wildin'. Only in Kingsborough. This shit happen like this.
Only.
He was a good ninja.
Transfer is available to C-Train. Transfer is available to B4.
Right. Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. It's been brilliant having you all in the chat, and thank you for coming on, Nick. It's always brilliant chatting to you. You're one of my very interesting friends. I like hearing about your music. It inspires me to want to make more. So everyone in the chat, everyone for watching Scab Cast, have a brilliant night. Don't forget to watch Comics Gate Commandos. Jimmy Reyes is on. So go and give them a little like. And I'll catch you later on, Nick. You have a brilliant night, my friend. Adios, folks.
Hey.
just wanna say, I'm back. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Now I've made some change in my life. Now I've moved on in life. Now it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. I'm thinking deeply right now. My life without you, it's like wow, but I don't know how to explain this. I don't know why it's happening to me, but I just realize you're not the person you used to be. Now I've left this city. This bullshit is not gonna happen again. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Life is short. Don't waste time worrying about me, holding the one that cared for you. In the end, they won't be there for you. Now I've made it of the world. All memories will be swallowed in the winter snow. This is a sign of goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hate on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody.